in. We were totally overwhelmed and yeah, feel amazing about last week. We've had so many lovely comments and questions and yeah, thank you for the support. We are looking forward to this week. We are going to get the spring sorted, fingers crossed, and hopefully get the water from the other side of the valley down to the land. So keep watching.
I've noticed that Kayla's shoes have been by the diesel heater for some time, and I think they may be a little bit drier than she's expecting. Right, get your boots on, honey. We're going to go out and clear some of the roots. How are the boots? Oh, they look very curled up on the ends there. Why don't you just squeeze those back on? They look like they may have shrunk. You've left them so long in the... Look how curled up they are.
Good quality boots, I think. They've...
Top quality, look at that. Wowzers. Are they always that shape?
So small. I can get my foot in there.
Yay!
Oh my god, honestly, imagine they're so small.
Well, you should have left them by the diesel heater for 48 hours.
Like flared out soles. You don't really walk on snow. Especially snow boots.
Just really tight ones.
We are off to find our spring, which is on the other side of the hill. So our land is down and over there, but we have another spring which has been written into our contract, which we'll have use of forever, which is on this side. Let's see if we can find it. Wow, we've been assured that this is drinking water. We're obviously going to get it checked, but yay! Now we found the spring, it's time to bring the tank up, dam the spring, bring the pipe, the tools, and start bringing it down to the land.
So in the dam we've used a perforated pipe which has a felt covering to stop any bugs and stuff getting in, and then it runs into a solid pipe which then drops into the top of the tank and fills the tank up and gives us lovely spring water. And then it comes from the spring into here, and we've screwed this in so we've got a bit of a felt wrap to stop any bugs or animals going in. And we can check to the top, it's nice and full. Right to the top at the moment, so we've got 1,000 litres of drinking water, and then the overflow comes off the top here, runs back into the natural spring, and our water comes from here, and the pipe goes through the top down to about, I would say 2/3, maybe 3/4 of the way down, and then that's on a siphon, so it draws it from the bottom, so it goes in the top, comes out the bottom, so the water's always moving and keeping it nice and clean. And then we left the tap at the bottom, which is at the very bottom here, open, so that if there's any silt build up we can just come up. There you go, let you see it was brown to begin with. We let all the silt out, shut it off, and then the tank's nice and clean again. Fresh spring drinking water, 5 bar of pressure all the way down at the land. The IBCs themselves were €70 each, so for 2,000 litres of stored water is €140, as opposed to these big tanks which are in the thousands of euros, and adding more plastic to the world. So hopefully we think that's a good decision. This is the path that the pipe takes, which is the natural spring, which can only be described as an episode of Bear Grylls, coming down there being attacked by animals, brambles, water. I came back looking like I'd been in a fight. I had scratches, I was absolutely soaked, and then it pops The pipe pops under the road, through a pipe, and comes out the other side onto the other valley, which is exactly where I slipped and went all the way down and got myself completely covered in mud. And then just after this little bit here, as we came down, is the valve that I decided to test and undo, and it exploded and covered me in water, and I could not stop it for love nor money.
This is the little naughty valve that burst on Badger and soaked him.
Small pipe, 40mm down to 32, 1.5 inch of water, and then I've got to run the pipe all the way back to the caravan.
It's lucky a plumber. Right, so Badger has been putting the tanks and all the tubing to the spring the last 2 days, and he's just called me to say come to the bridge to see the water on our land for the first time coming out of a pipe. So yeah, right, let's go see if it works.
Come on, you. Wowzers, look at that, there'll be a bit of air.
Woohoo! Talk me through it.
Well, we've dammed the spring at the top into black food grade IBC and then run 40mm pipe 200 metres to here.
Epic!
And now I'm going to run it across the land and put a pressure test on.
Awesome! Fresh spring water. What a lovely pipe you have.
Thanks.
This is my sitting branch.
I love your sitting branch. How did you get up there?
Come turn on. Now I'm gonna climb here.
Hi. What have you got here?
Get that outside tap. And we're going up to the caravan.
Yay. I think we're nearly at the point where we have water to the caravan and bus. Are we?
Just about,
Yay.
nearly there. I'm just putting the filter together, and we've come from the spring to the valve with the blue handle, and then I've put an outside tap on the tree, as you do, and then I've put the boiler there, and that's connected up that side. I'm just putting this enormous roll of PTFE tape that I've never seen before.
Why is it all?
Because the normal ones, what's the joke? I'll have to try and find an English one. The English one's like 10 times smaller. But I'll just make this up and I'll put that on. Right. With a bit of pipe ready. I'm going to go that way.
What's the big black thing?
This, that is the filter in there. So the water goes in there, through the filter, and then out, just to stop any larger pieces of rubbish getting in.
There's definitely water.
There's an water in there. Oh, keep knocking it on that tree. Little wet foot now. Tap's working. Nice. All seems alright. Do you want to go and check? See if the hot and cold works in the caravan?
Will it work now?
Should do.
Okay.
So, do we have water in the caravan?
Let's see. I'm excited. Do I do the hot first?
Cold first. Yay!
All the way from the spring! Amazing!
And then hot.
Oh no, I can see it. Oh wait.
Turn it, and that must mean that the shower is. Yeah, we can have a hot shower.
Oh my gosh.
Caravan shower.
It's life changing! I'm so happy! No more greasy hair!
Yay!
I'm so excited. We're so close to running out on the bus of water from where we filled up with our friends. So this is really good timing because it was nearly going to have to be, hosed from our neighbours.
And that needs a wash.
What?
Your hair. And as you can see, the camera's a bit dirty. I'm getting absolutely drenched coming down here. We've got so much water that we have to try and manage so that our land basically doesn't just wash away. So here we go. Got to go out there and make sure that all the waterfalls and etc. are channeled down the right way and not washing our land away.
Thankfully, the rain has actually calmed down the last few weeks. But when it does rain, we do have to try and manage the water. Because the land hasn't been used for so long, there's no water channels for it to direct itself down to the river. So that's been a whole new challenge, is redirecting the water.
Oh, here she comes. Through the rain. There's our bus and our caravan. How's it out there, babe?
Lush!
Move to Portugal, they said. It'll be sunny, they said.
So nice. How's your tan, Kayla? Yeah, wicked. Yeah, cool. Basically, don't need to wash.
Our caravan has turned into our drying room. Now time for a shower.
Our setup at the moment is, a bit higgledy-piggledy, but we're currently living in the bus, sleeping, and TV and all that kind of stuff. And in the caravan, we're cooking, and we've got our bathroom, shower and toilet. And then over here, which I will take you to see, is going to be our laundry room, which will be actually in the van. It's going to be in this van, the van that we brought all our stuff over in. And Badger is currently, what are you doing?
Making a laundrette in my work van.
What's the plan?
I hung the washing machine and dryer there, and then the dishwasher facing that way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Wow. It's going to make life a little bit easier, more comfortable.
So that's the plan. Laundrette, dishwasher in the van. We're obviously going to use them in our wooden house once we've built it. But it's costing us so much going to the laundrette, and when it's raining it's impossible to dry, and when you've got 3 children it's just full on. So basically we are living out of 3 vehicles. I'll also show you the little hookup setup that Badger has done for our hot water for the caravan, because our water comes from the spring up the mountain, but the heater for the caravan wasn't great and the pump for the shower wasn't great, so he has... Right, I'll turn you around. Hi, Grams. This is our little cat. We rescued him in Croatia, didn't we? You're now a human cat. Crumbles. Gorgeous boy. Right, I get distracted. We've got this little boiler. Very temporary roof to keep the flue dry. So that is now plumbed into the caravan, and then we get a super hot shower.
Through the rock, that's right. So I thought I would just give an idea of our overall building plan. To begin with, we want to build a open barn structure, which will be timber posts, which hopefully we'll get from the trees on the land when we thin the woodland out. And we want to build somewhere that will be dry, but also shaded in the summer. And then that way we can use that to store our materials when we build our roundhouse. And the roundhouse is a modular roundhouse with 12 sides, and which hopefully we can get ourselves sustainable and off-grid with our solar and turbine. And once we've got that all established and we've saved all our money again, we can go ahead with the house because we've got bigger plans for that one.
How come you guys are excited about next week?
Because the digger's coming.
Yeah!
Hopefully we won't get stuck anymore.
What, on our track?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited, aren't we?
Yeah. Super excited. Join in next week. Tune in.
Tune in.
Okay, so go. Go.
Does sound weird now you say it, yeah, but tune. You used to tune TVs in.
Go. Make sure to tune in next week. Bye. Bye. No, it's terrible.